Our first topic comes from Ethan. Greetings, John from Northern Ireland. Paddington 3 has found its director in Dougal Wilson, and its title was Paddington in Peru. I'm over the moon. Paddington 2 is easily one of my favorite movies, and I think the director choice is quite interesting. Dougal Wilson has never helmed a feature film, but does have a history of directing music videos, shorts, and higher profile adverts. What do you think about this news? Thanks, and bring on the filthy. Oh my gosh. Well, Paddington 2, first of all, had no right to be that good.
No.
It was so charming. In my opinion, it is absolutely what just reignited Hugh Grant's career too, because how good is he in that? He is
So
on a
good.
roll.
Like you said, who would have thought that movie would be that good?
It's fantastic. Hugh Laurie, of course, providing the voice of Paddington, just all-star casts every single time you get one of these. And now Paddington is leaving the comfort of the UK and heading to Peru. So let's see what our friends over at The Hollywood Reporter had to say about this. Break out the marmalade! Paddington 3 has found its director. Award-winning commercials filmmaker Dougal Wilson has been tapped to direct the latest installment of the hit family franchise from Studio Canal and Heyday Films titled Paddington in Peru. Wilson will be making his theatrical feature debut on the project after a long career in the music video and commercial space. Wilson is taking over directing duties from Paul King, who was behind the first 2 Paddington live-action films and is currently working on Warner Brothers' Charlie and the Chocolate Factory prequel, Wonka, which stars Timothée Chalamet. Now, you, Rob, really liked the Wonka stuff we saw at CinemaCon.
I really did.
I wasn't as enchanted as you were. What did you think was so wonderful about that?
I thought that when I was growing up, I was a huge Roald Dahl fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator and Danny the Champion of the World and James and the Giant Peach. And I thought that what we saw of Wonka, which deals with young Willy Wonka. And first of all, Timothée Chalamet looks absolutely perfect as the character. And I liked how he was playing the character. And we didn't see much of it, but it gave us a taste of the tone. And I think the tone is correct for what it is. Mm-hmm. I mean, look, I'm still waiting to see the Vermicious Knids from the Great Glass Elevator. I don't know if we'll ever see them, but maybe we will. Mm-hmm. I just thought it looked great. I mean, I'm a huge Timothée Chalamet fan, but but again, we just saw a snippet. It might be hot garbage.
It could be.
But with the director of Paddington 1 and 2, which Paddington 1 and 2, it's the tone for me of these movies that work so well. Mm-hmm. And we've talked about even on this show that if they make a Paddington 3 and it turns out as well as Paddington 1 and 2, you have to elevate the Paddington films into the rarefied air of the greatest trilogies ever made. Mm-hmm. And this director, in the early 80s, you had a lot of British commercial and music video directors coming over to America, like Ridley and Tony Scott, Alan Parker, Adrian Lyne, and they all went on to make career-defining movies in the 80s. And we haven't seen that much of it because the music video form is not what it was. You didn't see a lot of, in the 80s, it was exploding. It was a new format. There was a lot of innovative filmmaking going on. You had like all propaganda films where David Fincher and Michael Bay and even people like Dominic Sena, who to a lesser degree came out of that. So hearing they found a commercial director and a video director who's cut their teeth on this for a long time makes me excited because that's a tough act to follow.
Absolutely. Because I was going to say, if Paul's so responsible for this tone, you're feeling okay with this choice coming in?
I don't know much of his work, but I would assume that the powers that be in this case, I think they know what they're doing. I love the idea that he's going out of the country to Peru.
I know.
I love this idea.
Just packing up all his marmalade.
Yeah. I think back to, and I'm drawing a blank on and I worked on it, the Disney film Cusco. Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did special features for that, and that took place in Peru. So Peru is a place I've always wanted to go to, and I'm sure there's many shenanigans that Paddington could get up to there.
Absolutely.
So I'm a fan. Let's see it.
Excellent.
Come on, look. Who doesn't want to watch that guy go to Peru?
I know. He's
and
so
meet
cute.
Peruvian bears.
Yeah.
Mama bears.
Aw. Get some new toppings for his toast and such.
Get something.
I do think that Paddington does have the potential to be one of those wonderful children's properties that is so elevated, right? Because it's so many adults who love all the Paddington stuff.
Yeah.
That it does feel like it could be that kind of Toy Story level contender. Mm-hmm. Could it be in our hearts and part of the zeitgeist on that level?
I don't think it has that. I think it should be elevated, but I don't know if it is here in America as much. I think it deserves to be because they're great.
Yeah.
And for me, as an old man with one foot in the grave,
Come on, Rob.
I know I can't. People get depressed when I say that. It's a joke. It's funny. I think it's funny. It helps me keep my days clear.
Mortality. Yuck.
Yeah, I know, right? But no, I think that these movies are delightful. And for me, it's hard. Like I couldn't. How good can a Paddington movie be? That was my thought. Oh, it can be that good.
It can be that good.
So
it's wonderful.
The last Blu-ray I bought, Rob, Paddington 1.
Wow, why did you buy
I haven't seen
Paddington 2?
Paddington 2.
Oh, you need to see it.
Oh, Ray, you'll love it.
I got to get on that. I didn't
think
know
it's
it was
even
gonna
better.
Go. Yep.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, it is precious. I highly recommend it. But guys, the question is up for you. What do you think about this new director coming in for Paddington in Peru? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Do you think Paul really set the tone and it's going to be a hard act to follow? Let us know in the comments down below.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, HelloFresh. Let me take a second to tell you why my wife Ann and I love HelloFresh. As two working professionals, at the end of the day, it can be tough to get dinner together, and HelloFresh saves us loads of time, money, and most importantly, gives us great tasting and nutritious meals. And no joke, with the easy to follow along instructions, Ann and I actually have a blast cooking dinner together. And they're so foolproof, even I can do it alone when Ann's not there. And HelloFresh now has over 30 dinner recipes to choose from every single week. That is the most choices of any meal kit out there. Customize your favorite dishes with new Hello Custom offerings by swapping out one protein or side for another, upgrading for a more luxe experience, or even adding protein to a veggie meal. So guys, right now, go to hellofresh.com/Campea16 and use the code Campea16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Once again, that's hellofresh.com/Campea16. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.